Good morning.
Good morning.
We officially slept for the first time ever inside a green bed.
Yeah, how'd you sleep?
I didn't want to wake up.
Yeah.
The bed was nice.
It was a.
That's
Sorry.
rude.
Sorry.
That's rude.
Um,
Look at your hair. Just look at it.
what? Does it look good?
Yeah, I think so.
It was a king size bed though, and you were so far away.
Yeah, it was great. I was able to stretch out, start blankets.
Yeah, it was so far away though.
I know.
You didn't even use the blanket. I woke up and you had them all off. Anyway.
At one point.
Yeah.
But what y'all really want to know, not our sleeping in a king bed. I want this house. Well, I woke up this morning and it's one of those where we wake up and we're like, where am I? And I look across the hallway into the other bedroom. You guys now know if you watched the live chat. If you missed the live chat, we did a quick little tour. But you guys will see tomorrow a video coming out on the Crockers. And then I think today on the Crocker Life,
Yeah, there'll be a video coming out.
there'll be a video coming out. It's a little action packed. It got a little wild. I think
Yeah.
you guys will agree with that. But I woke up and it's like, oh, where am I? And I look across the hallway and I'm like, you forget you're in a grain bin.
Yeah.
This thing is nice. It's so nice. And I got up and I was trying to wake up and come downstairs and get coffee before Danielle woke up, but I think I kind of woke her up getting out of bed. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna walk downstairs, get some coffee. And you would truly think, and this is just me being honest, y'all know, I don't know, a grain bin, it's not very big. You would think that it would be like 3 steps, you're into the hallway, you're down the stairs, whatever. It's just like a little tiny house. It's so little.
No.
If you have the money to come stay here and you're close, your mind would be blown. It was like we're literally staying in a real house. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, green bin conversion's the way to go.
So far.
Yeah. After staying in a completed one, not building one yourself, but staying in a completed one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now,
this is amazing.
In the moment, we don't know the full cost of what it's going to take for us to build our grain bin out. But you guys know that I'm trying to think how much we have total into the bin and the deck.
I can't remember. We did a
10?
cost breakdown.
I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
I don't remember how much it was for the deck. We did a whole video,
Yeah.
and I cannot remember for the life of me. Y'all remember. But for us to have at Shoe Dang Ranch a shell of a tiny house, same amount of square footage, I believe.
Yeah.
And that was like 20,000, right?
It's insane.
Right?
Yeah.
And
then this,
clearly we have to put a floor and studs in to get it to the extent of the tiny house, because it's not fair to say you did a deck and a bin, but there's no real floor and there's no studs on the wall. It ain't gonna cost 10 grand to put studs on the floor and studs on the wall. So, and it would be a 2-story. So as of right now, and plus we've already gone through a lot of pretty heavy wind and some bad storms out there. And as far as I know, it has no issues at all.
that we've seen.
Yeah. So now, today, as you guys are watching this, we'll be leaving. We did book 2 nights, and we could stay 2 nights.
You had to.
Yeah, you had to book 2 nights. It's mandatory. But
Not minimum.
and plus we need to get. The reason we're not staying 2 nights is we need to get back. We have stuff to do and we have animals, and pretty much today is we'll kind of still vlog Crocker life, just our real thoughts and everything, but we're also going to go around and measure everything. Yesterday we kind of filmed like a tour of it and everything and checked it all out and all that, and today we're going to measure every wall. We're going to measure this kitchen island. We're going to measure how wide the stairs are. We're going to measure the closets. We're going to measure the bedrooms. We're going to measure how far the fireplace stuck out. How big is the couch? I mean, we're measuring everything. And I brought my paper, my graph paper, and we're going to draw it out and everything. So we remember 100% this exact plan and what we liked and didn't like and what we would change. And then this building is slightly bigger, so we would know, okay, well, remember what's cool is we don't need to go any smaller on an island though. Look how much room we have all the way around. I mean, there's so much room that we could still have a big island. We could still do stuff like that. And then also it's, okay, we're losing a little space compared to this, but we don't need all of that. So we can bring it in and shift things. And then now that we also know, okay, the stairs take up about this much room.
And the stairs are big.
Yeah. And that's about average, I guess, on stairs being curved on the wall. We can measure all the way up from the bottom, measure all the way up and see how far up the bin it has to go, because that's something I was like, ooh, that'd be hard to know.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing, like, clearly you could build a street, you know, and then measure that and then bend it with you could do certain things, but it's so much easier just to measure here. It's already done. So, but we've already been, since being in here, we've seen pictures online. And one of them is like your absolute favorite, but I think it's like somewhere up north or something.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think you guys have sent it too.
Yeah. We looked it up. I don't remember where it is. A little too far for us to go visit it. Or we probably would have. But we can now look at that one and be like, okay, because it's flipped, I think. Their stairs are on this side. The stairs are about that much of a size. They have
Kitchen's against the wall.
and it's like like a half loft. It's under there. It gives it more perspective of if we want to change something. Now we kind of know, you know. And go ahead. I'll say something.
I was like, that was just our that's exactly what we did last night after the live. We're like, okay, so that other one, it was like
We did more than that, baby.
Or the other, and it's just you can actually see it whenever you're in it a lot more.
But what we could do is go to the wall back there, and then this one's slightly bigger than ours, but ours is 24 foot. So then we'll just go to the end over there and we'll measure in 12 foot to the middle, and then be like, okay, is this island pretty close to the middle? Then for sure we would know from this point that way, that's how big our living room could be, you know, or whatever the case may be. We're going to measure all sorts of stuff. And again, in the moment, some of the stuff we're talking about is going to be on the Crocker video. Some of it's going to be on Crocker Life. We're going to continue to talk about this stuff on here on Coffee with Crockers. And I think us actually being here, us talking about it to you guys, us showing it to you guys, y'all kind of getting a little glimpse in the live chat and seeing how excited we were and all that stuff. Y'all start now. It's gonna go two ways. Anybody that had doubts will realize, oh, I understand it. We understood it because we already knew what the vision was.
Yeah.
But everyone else, you know, oh, I get it. There's that side of it, and then other people are like, okay, here's the ideas I've been thinking. I didn't think it was possible. Now that I see what is possible, here's my crazy ideas I didn't tell you about. And then it's even like last night in the live, just watching real quick, people are like, you could put a toilet right there in that spot that is not being used. We've talked about if we have stairs like that, maybe the pantry underneath the stairs. That's how it was in the house I grew up in. Just stuff like that. You guys will start to really give us like crazy ideas, and that's my mind just like is going. And then sometimes when it's going so much, both our minds are very wild. We may overlook something so simple that we wouldn't think about
until you were in the middle of it.
Yeah, until we're in the middle of it. But a lot of stuff you guys will point out and be like, hey, well, what about this little, we're looking big picture and in awe. And then somebody out there is looking for the little details. And that's what's cool about having a million eyes, like on these videos for us is people will start to pick up the little things that we're missing. And even some of the big things we're missing. And get creative with it. And just because we live a certain lifestyle and someone else lives a different lifestyle and someone else lives a different lifestyle, y'all may bring up something that we never even thought about. I couldn't tell you an example right now, but I don't know. It's nice to have different perspectives and eyes on it. And I'll say this too, and I might be messing it up by saying this, but we've come a long way, a real long way, and we have dealt with the worst people on the internet. We have dealt with the worst haters, the hate, all the stuff, and y'all have constantly said, forget them, just focus on what you're doing. Us that love you will watch, and we're here to support you. And it takes a long time to get to that point when someone's, someone or a group of people are bashing you every day. It's hard to accept. We listen to Joe Rogan, and he always talks about that. He's like, yeah, it's so easy for 9 people to tell you how amazing you do, but the one person that tells you suck, that's what sticks. And then
especially with your brain and having to explain yourself with every single thing. If something gets put out that's,
a lie or whatever, I'm like, that's not true.
Not true.
Yeah.
Or this is my version of the story.
Yeah, this is how it went,
Or even like people commenting, saying like just having things wrong, like you just have this like, it was just like everybody wants to explain themselves.
Yeah. But with that, you guys have supported us for so long and told us these things and all that. I ain't saying they're gone for good, but I haven't seen them around.
You poking the bear.
No. I'm just saying you guys have had our backs, and y'all have told us this for a while, and it takes a while to be on this side of it, to not let people like that bother you and stuff, but y'all have said, there's just one fly around, that y'all have had our backs and stuff, and it just shows that we can trust you guys. And so for us to put our lives on the internet, for you guys to pick apart in any way you want, whether it's good or bad, or pick apart the little things in the house that we could do better or change. It's nice to know that we can trust you guys when we put this out there, and y'all can literally be like, hey, this is what I was thinking for your house. And I guess all I'm getting at is we appreciate y'all's support, and y'all have supported through thick and thin. And through thick, we've learned that, let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the 9 people instead of the 1. And it truly helps. And it clears up so much more space in your brain to look at the things that you guys are talking about. And I'm just very excited to see what y'all come up with for us to add to our house or things like that.
Yeah, I just think too, we've talked about this a million times, just focusing on the positive, and then your life becomes...
That's a different color than our coffee.
Your life, I don't know, things start coming together a lot more, and truly I think we're good examples of that. If you look at our lives before at Shooting Ranch, we were obviously focusing on the negative. What happened there,
Well, what happened?
It it was again a lot of fun, but it was just problem.
Yeah. But if you focus on it.
Yeah, and then someday ranch, really making it a point, be positive, work through things or whatever. And we have power, we have water, we are almost done with the barn to get our cow back, and I don't know, everything's just coming together. We were about to start on this house.
Yeah.
And
We're literally we're starting it.
Yeah.
It right in here and figuring it out, because now we start over because gotta be water.
But just again, and then being in this grain bin too, it's like I couldn't imagine a more, I don't know, I guess when we do it, a more homey feel. Like it's just like the excitement of it all, and I feel like we've gotten to this point by having a different mindset.
You have to. If you're looking for a red car, you'll see a red car. I never noticed so many blue 4Runners until we got one.
You look good in red.
Oh, thank you, baby. You look good in blankie. I never truly noticed so many blue 4Runners until we got one. And then I'm like, oh, these people want Carvanas.
Even just in Bristow.
Yeah.
Small Bristow.
So it's like if you're not looking for the right things in life, you're gonna miss it if you're focusing on negative stuff and all that. And I don't know, we're pretty big too on it's hard. Everybody kind of reverts to the past sometimes and brings stuff up or whatever, but we're real big on don't bring up the past. We're in it now, whatever we're doing, and let's focus on that. And if there's a problem us building, I'll just leave it there. I was about to do the fly.
What if it hits stop?
Then I would be very impressed.
If it just ends right now,
a fly did it. Whether we find a problem in the moment and we're building, or with our animals, or maybe a disagreement with us, or whatever it may be. We never fight, but
we have disagreements.
Yeah, let's try to focus on right now, and let's not bring up stuff from the past. Sometimes stuff gets brought up, and she just tells me, well, the internet says you're a bad guy, so you probably are a bad guy. I said it was only a couple people.
You bring up the past.
I said it was only a couple thousand people. But it's the truth of life is a lot better when you focus on the now, and you just forget about what happened in the past, and you just try to learn from the past. And this, it goes with, relationships or friendships or whatever, but also it's like for us, we had a rough time at Shoot Gang Ranch. Well, we couldn't get power. The water ended up not being so great, we found out.
There were some fights. I don't know if you guys remember.
What? Building the buildings we had out there. I'm happy with all the buildings. We weren't happy with how far apart they were compared to everything. It made sense at the time, but then I don't know. But we just learned from it. Like, okay, this time on Shoot Gang Ranch.
Someday Ranch.
Yeah, whatever. They know what I'm talking about. Make everything close. Make everything flow. Make everything have a purpose. Make it all just work and this and that. And as of right now, the animals are a little further back. And we kind of did that to you can't really see from the road. And it kind of just puts them a little bit out of sight, out of mind of people. And they're down there and all that. But once the animals are up by the barn and everything's just right there, it's going to make things so much easier and so much more more convenient, more enjoyable.
Yes, they just stepping out of the grain bin.
Yeah, the garden.
Or looking out the windows, and then you can use the animals. You see them.
Yeah, it'll literally be walk out of the grain bin. There'll be a garden just flourishing with nutrients, and then you'll look forward and Lambo will just be frolicking in the pond, and then you look over at the barn and the dogs, Lowrider and Stubbs are probably terrorizing us, and then
Everything.
and then you look over and we have like our little shop, and we have some stuff we're working on doing maintenance on things, and then look over like in the shop and being like, our tools are inside, just snuggled away out of the rain.
Oh, they just have a little spot.
Yeah, and our water well, you just hear go, and then the sprinklers start sprinkling.
Whoa!
Life, it's gonna be nice. And I didn't know what I was excited to come here, but I was more excited to come here to kind of get away a little bit. The moment we pulled up, and I saw that it was fairly close to the same size, which that's what we were hoping in video or in photos that we saw, I was excited. But it was the moment we walked in that we saw pictures, and then walking in though just made it magical.
Yeah.
And at that moment I was like, we are on to the right thing.
Yeah.
We are doing the right thing. It can even be better than we ever expected. And I could not be any more excited to start the build. And we have a long day ahead of us. We got to drive back. It's about 2 hours, and we also have to basically dissect this entire building, and figure everything out just for ourselves. That's what we want to do. And then we got to go eat breakfast here in a minute. We didn't buy breakfast, so we got to go.
I don't know how we forgot.
Yeah.
Should have brought Chrissy's eggs.
I know. But we're gonna go eat. There's a local restaurant right here that was closed yesterday, and so probably go eat some breakfast, and then do all the stuff, and maybe eat lunch, and then head out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited. It's gonna be pretty awesome. And the only downside of this so far, we really like the drywall.
Yeah.
We really hate doing drywall.
Golly.
So
That's what, it's just. This one thing about drywall. It's cheap. And
cheaper
Yeah, it's cheaper.
if you do it
And
yourself.
It looks just so clean,
Yeah.
but
To do drywall is hard. That is a science. So we may hire out, and I've learned from Googling and everything, it's cheaper to hire someone to come hang the drywall and finish it rather than you hang the drywall and then they come finish it because they have to fix all your mistakes. So they say it's literally better to let the same company hang your drywall and finish it rather than try to hang it and then let them come finish it. Oop, I just saw the fly. All right, guys.
yeah, I guess we'll talk more about the other options too, obviously, as I can.
We'll try to remember that for the next Coffee Crockers, maybe.
Yeah, I need another
We
cup.
still need to talk about.
Oh my god.
She never lets me talk about this, and I lost the
Again?
flat broke. I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt something like silicone. What is
I think
that?
it's just trying to take it off to charge it.
I was like, "What is that?" And I pulled. I'm like, "Ooh, there's something in the bed. Ooh, they didn't even clean here."
Ooh, they didn't even
It's like a little like silicone like thing. And I was like, "What is that?" And then I looked and I was like, "Oh, that's to my watch holding it on." But well, we're gonna get some more coffee, jump in the shower, go get some breakfast, get our day going. But thank you guys for supporting us and being just excited as we are. And if anybody has a grain bin, Airbnb, or your neighbors have a grain bin or whatever, go check it out. It's definitely worth it. Now, they won't all be just like this. There's some, we've seen some online that are pretty rustic, we'll say that.
Yeah. We're not going for.
We're going more modern than rustic.
Yeah.
Which
A
to each their own.
modern, what did you used to always say at the off-grid shed?
Modern and rustic?
Is that what it was? You guys remember?
I don't know.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm modern rustic. You would think I would say like a modern chic.
Wait. Like a farmhouse, like a
Modern rustic.
like
Rustic
a
modern.
like a rustic modern farmhouse, boho chic, 21st century. That's the look we're going for.
Whenever she does this voice, some of y'all really don't understand it. That's her joking.
Is that
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that all day. Yeah.
okay?
Little bit of Liv's coming out in you.
That's Liv right there.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. We're excited. Comment down below anything else you would like us to check out or talk about. That way we can look through the comments. And
like again, it'd be good while we're here to like if you guys think of something.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Comment on this video now.
Yeah,
So before we
so-
leave.
So we're like, oh, we didn't think about that.
Yeah, so-
we'll be paying attention.
Yes. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye.